If your animal kills someone, then the animal gets put to death. Absolutely. If you knew the animal was bound to kill someone and you didn't do nothing about it, and it kills someone, it and you, sorry, because that's you killed someone through your negligence, because you are responsible for what your animals do. Uh, though he can, if a ransom is imposed on him, he can redeem himself, but the animal still gets put to death. Um, uh, Again, we also see that if that animal kills someone's slave, that the owner of the the animal shall be killed, and the owner shall pay 30 shekels of silver, which is the price of a slave. So restitution, but those um, they're still property. So if you do something like dig a big hole and it causes someone or something to die from it, you need to pay for it. Uh, if you dig a pit and a donkey falls into it, the owner of the pit shall make a restoration and shall give money to its owner, and the dead beast shall be his. So, because of your negligence, it died. Now you get to pay for it, and it gets to be yours. You break it, you buy it. When one man's ox scores another, so that it dies, then they shall sell the live ox and split the dead one and the profits from the live one, which is fair. You caused him to lose your animal, so you lose your animal, or you caused him to lose his animal, so you lose your animal, and and the basically both get divided equally between you. So substantially anyway, you still profit, but you still both profit from this unfortunate event. Or if it is known that the ox has been accustomed to gore in the past and its owner has not kept it in, again, you are responsible for the actions of your animals. If you know your animal is aggressive, keep it under check. Otherwise, you will be found liable. But he did not keep it in. He shall repay ox for ox, and the dead beast shall be his. So if my ox breaks out of its kennel because I didn't make sure it was secure or whatever, or I left the gate open, and it goes out and it kills my neighbor's ox, and I knew that that would happen if it got out, and so did the neighbor, and we'd all talked about it. If my ox gets out, kills that other guy's ox, well, guess what? Now I have his dead ox, and he gets my living ox, and he hopefully will be wiser than I was and lock it up better. So, anyways, this has been a very interesting video. It's been difficult to get through it, because frankly, I don't like these topics. If you could tell by the actual phrasing of the chapter itself, it reads like a lawyer's law book, right? That's because it is. That the law of Moses is actually judgments passed by Moses or the other judges. It is quite literally I'm not gonna say it was. It's no. I misspoke. It is not. Um, it's not the actual judgments that they passed, but it's God's given statutes that they are supposed to use to pass judgments. So God says that if you strike your slave and knock out their eye, they get to go free. Moses would decree, you knocked out your slave's eye, they get to go free. You cut off your slave's ear, they get to go free. he would pass judgment based off the statutes set in that. It's very similar to how our modern day legal systems work. And a lot of it really is common sense. If you're negligent or lazy about keeping your animals under check, you're still responsible for what they do. So if they get out and wreak havoc, cause damage, you're responsible to pay for it. Or in some cases, you're actually liable with your own skin. Like if you hurt a woman who's pregnant, you will pay for it, whether it's in a major way or a fairly minor way. You will pay for it. Women are supposed to be looked after at all times so that they don't have to deal with the hardships of living out in the wilderness, traveling from town to town alone through the wilderness. Like, that is terrifying stuff. We should cherish the women so that they don't have to do stuff like go to war or dig the wells or build the houses. They should be we should provide them all that stuff so they can turn that house that we build them into a home. And we should and so that they can take the food that we bring them and make us, and she can make delicious dinners, and she can take the love that I give her and raise up children and further my line, my family line. Like, those are huge things. So when it says that men get set loose after in the 7th year, but the women shall not get set loose, that's actually kind of a good thing for the women, that they get that stability. And like we saw, it is so easy for them to end up getting sent back to their to their family, and that would definitely happen. Or in a couple of cases there, they just straight get set loose. Like, that is it is, again, I want to point out how easy it is for slaves to get set loose according to biblical slavery. And I'm really trying to emphasize the difference between biblical slavery and the horrible, nasty, perverted, corrupted, wicked slavery that we all heard about coming from the past. Anyways, I think that's everything. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, I'd love to hear them. Let me know what you think about this entire thing, and would you endorse biblical slavery as opposed to the horrible, wicked slavery of history? I guess that's my thought-provoking, or my comment-provoking question for you guys. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'd very much appreciate it so that I can get my my channel out there and spread the good news of God's word to all the people across the globe. I would absolutely love it if that happened. Anyways, thank you for tuning in to this very long video, like twice as long as my longest video, I think, to this point. So that's wild. I hope I did a good job at explaining exactly the difference exactly why it's not a bad thing that the Bible does in fact endorse slavery. And also to take care of your animals, and what happens if you hurt a pregnant woman or kill a man intentionally or unintentionally. Yeah, there's lots of crazy stuff. But yeah, the slavery one was the doozy here. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you later. Goodbye.